My family loves pasta any night of the week for any reason, any time of the year, you name it. But when you're sitting down and having a movie, you really can't beat it because you can put it in a bowl, balance it on your lap, and just, you know, keep refilling as you need be. And I like stuff that you can get done in advance, like this pesto I'm making. It's a spinach pesto, and perhaps you haven't had a spinach pesto, and if you're looking for a great way to get some vegetables into your kids, try this because it's delicious, it's colorful, and super healthy. So I have 8 ounces of baby spinach, and I'm just going to put it into a food processor here, and just about half of it, I'm going to start just getting it coarsely chopped. Looks like a lot, but it breaks down pretty quickly. So I'm just going to pulse it here just to get it, make a little bit more room in there. See, just the size completely reduces. And then get the rest in here. And baby spinach is nice because it's quite tender, but you can use regular spinach if that's what you have. I'm sure you've had basil pesto, but there's so many different kinds of pesto you can make. And it's great because you can make it ahead and you can use a lot of what's in your garden too. So we just get the rest of this all incorporated and then move on to the rest of our ingredients. So I was getting the rind off 1 lemon, which it looks like I did a pretty good job on, and just get that in there. And then of course the juice of a lemon. Just cut it in half. Just remarking on how I use lemon so much, but it's not like everything tastes like lemon. Lemon's just got this unbelievable ability to kind of bring every flavor together. You don't want any pits in there, so either use some kind of a sieve or just use your hands as one, if they're clean, which mine are. And I have 1/2 cup of toasted pine nuts. You can use walnuts in your pestos, but toasted pine nuts, really fantastic flavor. Just put them in there. You just toast them for a few minutes, either in the oven or on the stove top. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, and 2 garlic cloves that you just smash to release all those oils, and just give that a smash. And then 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, which you can eyeball, because if you have a little bit more than that, you're absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. Everything smells so good right now. I defy you not to get your picky vegetable eating child to eat this dish. Okay, I think that's good. And then we get this all mixed up, but before I do that, I'm gonna pour in 1/2 cup of olive oil, because once we get everything over here all blended together, then we just pour the olive oil in and it emulsifies into the sauce that we really know is pesto. So let me just give this one more pulse. Now here you kind of want to get everything mixed up, and I'm actually going to grab a spatula and just get everything down from the sides. It smells amazing and fresh. And you know, if it's springtime, the spinach is really so beautiful, especially the baby spinach. Definitely try this at springtime. All right, one more little pulse. Okay, now I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to go in with the olive oil right through the tube. Smells like my grandmother's Italian kitchen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just put it down one more time. I can't tell you how gloriously beautiful this color is. One more little pulse and we are finished. Now, I will get this part done in advance. I mean, it's so quick you can just get it done anytime. But I'll get this done in advance. I'll decide what kind of pasta I'm gonna use. I'll get my water on, and then right before it's time to sit down with the movie, I'll have my appetizers made and I'll get my pasta boiled. And then really I don't have to do anything. We just the other night did the exact same thing. Well, there's 5 of us. 4 of us watched a movie, but one of us had recommended the movie. So he's usually pretty good. That's my husband. He's a really, really, really good judge of movies. So of course we all trusted him. One more little tip. Just put a little olive oil on top of your pesto, and it prevents the top from oxidizing or turning brown. And it's cool to just stir it right in there. Anyway, long story short, it's probably the first movie ever that we didn't like that he recommended. And my son thought the reason that he liked it was the lead actress, the location, and the fact that it reminded him of his favorite TV show. He still to this day will not admit that the rest of us possibly were right and he was wrong. So just stick this in the fridge. And then when it's time to use it, you're ready to go. So I'm gonna dump that fusilli in boiling salted water. And we're almost at the end. My pasta, the fusilli, is completely cooked, so I'm gonna drain it. Great. It's the perfect noodle for pesto. Just the perfect noodle. Because all those little ridges catch that delicious pesto. Right into the bowl. And then I'm gonna use this whole beautiful amount of pesto that I made. Just dump it over and toss it. Gosh, it smells so good. And this is the last thing you do. And the nice thing about this dish actually is we're gonna eat it hot tonight, but it's actually really good cool or at room temp, so it's a great picnic dish too. Don't forget, we have a lot of spinach in this, but if you tasted it, like I'm gonna do right now because I can't help myself. You don't have to tell them it's spinach. Just tell them it's basil or something, I don't know. It's superb. I love this recipe. Okay, to finish it off, I put a few more toasted pine nuts because we have some pine nuts in the pesto and some grated cheese. Oh my gosh. I'm excited, not just for the movie, but for this delicious meal. And then one more little drizzle of olive oil, just because it's beautiful.